there, my name is Chris Halstead. I'm an EUC staff architect with EUC Technical Marketing, and today we're going to look at the Horizon 7.9 and Client 5.1 updates. Let's look at the platform updates first. So we have support for NVIDIA Turing T4 GPUs. We have a couple new features, longer-lived instance clones, which are like link clones, virtual machine hosted applications on Windows 10, so you don't have to just use RDSH. We can change the icons for those hosted applications now to differentiate between different pools, different apps. And we support a couple different versions of Windows 10 now in the platform. Let's take a look at the VMware hosted applications feature. So this allows us to publish applications from Windows 10 desktop pool. This could be great for applications that don't run on server OS, that don't run well in RDSH. You want to access UWP apps, or you really want the same process between your hosted applications and your desktop applications. You don't want to use something different. We have longer-lived instant clones, which is really a function similar to link clones. So link clones are eventually being deprecated, and this is a solution to get that link clone feel. If you every 30 days you want to refresh your endpoint for capturing logs, for auditing, it gives you really the same functionality as link clones in an instant clone. We can update hosted application icons now. So this is the ability to, if you have two applications, two copies of Notepad, there's no way to differentiate them in the client or in Workspace ONE. Now you can set a custom icon and allow your users to know which application to connect them to. Let's look at what is new in the HTML5 Horizon console. So really, the feature gap is really shrinking, and there's only a couple important things that are in the Flex console now. So the dashboard showing details of the local pod, RDSH load balancing settings. Everything else is really in HTML5 console, and all the new features are going into that Horizon console. Let's take a look at the Horizon agent now. So we now have the ability to do 6 monitors with Windows 10 1803, and Windows 10 notifications are redirected to the client in an application session. We also support several flavors of smart card redirection in Linux. And let's take a look at the Horizon clients. So now we support enhanced drag and drop in the Horizon client, and that can be controlled through a UEM smart policy. We also support Skype for Business 2019 Q2 and Microsoft Teams on Windows, Mac, and Linux with RTAV. Now with the drag and drop support feature, we can move files between a Mac client and a Windows client to and from the Windows agent. Files, folders, text, images, or rich text. And this can be controlled through a UEM smart policy, GPO, or registry. And it really makes the process of moving files much easier than trying to use USB drives or client drive redirection. Now in the Windows client, we also have USB filtering. We have improved blast log rotation as well to take up less disk space. And we have some really major improvements in MMR. Serial redirection and a fingerprint reader is now redirected over USB. In the Linux client, we have a new rendering API used for H.264 and HEVC decoding. We have HTML5 video redirection support. You can select the displays that you want to connect to with the Horizon client. It supports VMware integrated printing, and there are some new command line options if you're using two-factor authentication for something like Radius or RSA. Token username and password are also sent. In the Mac client, we use new CTK APIs for the smart cards. You can cancel reconnection. If you get disconnected and it tries to reconnect, rather than it sitting there just trying to reconnect, you can cancel that process now. And just like the Linux client, you can select your displays that you want to connect to rather than using all of them or using one display. It also supports VMware integrated printing. In the UWP client, we allow the UPN to be used, and we hide the server information in client. We allow that to be done. In the Android client, we have a new 64-bit version, and we support derived credentials and IPv6 in the ARC++ client. In the Chrome client, we now have the ability to manage monitor settings through the Google admin, and we have the ability to connect with seamless windows to both applications and desktops with the Chrome client. Thank you very much, and please go to techzone.vmware.com for more information. Thank you.